Looking good, YouTube. My name's LoveGame, or PD1 Piranha if you prefer. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Sapphire, and guess who our new team member is? You can't see the screen, and I guess you're blind. That's right, in the spirit of the original Pokemon Sapphire LP, we're going to be catching a Skitty. But not just any! This, my friends, is the incredibly rare male Skitty. This one only has a 25% chance of appearing. And Skitty is already the most rare Pokemon on this route. If you watch the original Pokemon Ruby LP, I very prolifically used one of these. But this one is a male, and I want to do a little bit of a callback here. So I know exactly what I'm going to name this. Exactly what I'm going to name this. Because my old friend Big, back when he played Sapphire back in 2009, painstakingly searched out for a male Skitty to name after me. You know what? I'm going to return the favor. I love you, man. I haven't said this enough. Big the cat, the original Jack that I mentioned. One of my all-time best friends, an absolutely great guy. I was just talking to him earlier on Facebook. He is quite the stand-up guy. I have been through him, oh my god. I have been with him through thick and thin, is what I wanted to say. No, I have not been through him, thankfully. Oh my goodness. But yeah, he is a great guy. I want to meet him in real life one of these days because out of all my buddies from across the pond, I just think he's swell. And I haven't had as much time to talk to him recently because of circumstances with my job and all that. But you know, I think it's time to pay those dividends back, don't you? Because you, Mr. Big, took a long time to find that Skitty for me back in 2009. And I'll never forget that. You are one fantastic fellow for that. Now, funny enough, I'll tell you this, full disclosure. Off screen, I was looking for Pokemon. That's why my Plane Bros leveled up. I had accidentally fought one trainer off screen. Just one, though. See, in the Ruby LP, I caught most of my Pokemon off screen, which is like, I guess it's not like the worst thing you could do, but kind of makes it a little less personal. Let's see about this guy. So we have the bashful nature. I forgot what that actually increases or decreases. And then a naughty nature. I think naughty increases attack, which isn't all that good, but it doesn't decrease special attack, which isn't so bad either. I forgot. Isn't bashful another neutral? I think. Ah, my lovely Skitty. My lovely male Skitty, too, because it's so rare to find. I'm not sexist, I like rare Pokemon is all. That's how I roll. I'll get Double Down back out. Give him some of the action, too. This party's for everybody. But let me tell you, this brings back so many memories. I can't even begin to describe it. Because back in these days, I used to, I would play this for a while. Alright. Just keep on with those crits, fam. I'm not even cheating, I swear to God. I'm not actually using any cheat device. I'm just getting crits out the ass for some reason. By the way, here's our first appearance of a previous gen Pokemon. Not from 3. Unfortunately, Meryl gives out utter crap for XP, so Think of that what you will. Yeah, I used to record parts of this. After I was done, I get on Dragon Saga. Because that was when Dr. Fortune Cookie and Kite introduced me to this game. Or introduced me to that game, rather. I had played this game a long time ago. So it's kind of this, this brings back all these memories for me. I don't know about over the top, fam. I mean, we're already going pretty far just to be doing this. Alright, what does this guy know? Let's find out. No burn for me that time, but I'll take it. Unfortunately, well, I should say, there is another variation on that move called Water Sport. It's a very unfortunate name, because Water Sports, means something else. It doesn't mean what you think it means. It means you have a piss fetish. I'm just gonna say that right now. I personally don't, but just so you know, that is what that phrase means. It's kind of weird to say, but I know because of this movie called Horrible Bosses, where they hired some guy that was like water sports or whatever, but they thought it was like an assassin, and it turned out to be some guy that was into that fetish, and it's pretty nuts. Yeah, a lot of the previous generation Pokemon on this path. We got Geodude and Meryl. This gen focuses a bit more on like the new Pokemon, because last gen, if you watch my Gold LP, they mostly focused on like the kind of a mix. Like you had some of the new Pokemon, but you had a lot of the Gen 1 Pokemon too. So it kind of went both ways. Interestingly enough. Better do it before the hyenas come. But yeah, back in the world of Hoenn. I still prefer Gen 4, but I love this game too. Just to come back to it is something else. Remember, I had my coffee and my tea. Remember that? Back in the day when I was sipping on that, I had my Monster Energy tonight, my, what do you call it, White Dragon. Oh yeah, fun fact, this cave only has Whismur. So back when I first got into competitive Pokemon, this is a great place to EV train. I believe Whismur gives HP, which is kind of good for a different Pokemon. This is where I trained my original Sandslash, I believe, if memory serves. So let's see what all is popping in Rustboro City, why don't we? We found all the trainers we can possibly fight so far on this route. I say so far because we have those guys up there too, but you don't have Cut yet, so we're not to that point. That was another Skitty, but it was a female that time. Yeah, that reminds me, okay, I got a story to tell you guys while we're doing this. So back when I went to my first ever A-Con, it was A-Con 2015, and it was the year that the guy had made a Simone cosplay for me from Gurren Lagann. It was a really fun year, it was good. Like, I wasn't a fan of how, at the time... Now, for full disclosure, I was never particularly fat. Like, I've always been kind of a skinny guy, but that was the year that kind of my metabolism caught up with me, and I had gained some weight because I had eaten I eat like a lot of fast food around that time. And then on top of that, what the hell? Not sure what happened there. On top of that, I had been eating like donuts and stuff like that. Just general stuff that you shouldn't eat. So I had gained like some weight to the point where I was just kind of... I had some chubbiness to me compared to before. And so I wasn't really like happy with how my cosplay turned out because I hadn't really worked out enough for it to... Because nowadays I work out more, I lost a lot of weight. I want to be true to my character, you know what I'm saying? By the way, this, in case you guys don't know, you see that white stuff on my head? That is actually a hat. That's not my hair. Just in case you were wondering. It's a little more noticeable in the remake. Get a few of these, why not? Just in case. I get some repel later, who knows. Speaking of items to sell... Wait, how do I get back there again? Oh, there we go, yeah. I did it on my first try back in the original LP, but I was like, kind of derping out here. I like this music too, it's just a lot of good music in this game. It's so much fun to come back to. Yeah, the X items they're good for like speed runs or single Pokemon runs, but in like normal casual gameplay they're just kind of useless, so they're worth just money to us. It's a lot of nostalgia to come back here. This is how I figured out, by the way, that Skitty was in this town, because there's like an NPC Skitty right here. Devon Corporation, just kind of chilling. Just a nice place to be overall. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing else up here, I don't think. But yeah, like regardless of your involvement in the Gen, whether or not you quit out or you kept playing like me, what is your opinion on the Gen 3 of Pokemon? Because to me, it kind of falls in the middle. It's like, not the best, not the worst. It's not forgettable, it's just, I have other gens I like better than it. In the same vein that... Yeah, there's things I like about Pokemon Platinum. It's my favorite Pokemon game, but I have some criticisms for it. I have some criticisms for Gen 2. There's no perfect Pokemon game in my opinion. So like, if you guys have criticism for it, let me know. Or if you have things you like about it, same thing, likewise. Just don't be shy to share your opinions. We do not discriminate here at the Love Games Emporium of Thick Waifus and LPs. Nothing wrong with that. What did I even call this part in my original Ruby run? I can't remember. Because I had like one guy I was talking to on Xbox when I recorded this, but I had like signed off at the time, so I can't recall. But yeah, just overall a very interesting time to be a fan of Pokemon, because the whole thing was just on the decline. There wasn't a lot of love for the series back then. And people did genuinely think that it was going to die out, like, you know, be on its way out, and something was going to take its place. People were saying a lot of times it was going to be Duel Masters, because Duel Masters at the time was kind of gaining a lot of momentum, because it had this anime series. It was kind of like, it was a gag dub. The English dub was kind of comedic. So it was kind of a predecessor to Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged in a way, because it had like a comedic tone. At the same time, it was fun to watch. It was okay. But Duel Masters kind of fizzled out after a while, so in the end it was Pokemon that reigned the supreme whatever. Not the Overlord, I haven't played that game yet. It doesn't exist yet. Yggdrasil. I love Overlord so much, it's so good. Everyone who's watching this, after this episode, go watch Overlord if you haven't already. Because it's such a good series. I love Overlord so much. Me and my friend at work were talking today because I had shown him Overlord, and he was like, oh shit, this guy has rock throw too, huh? Okay. He was like, we should make a gaming clan kind of based off of Ein Gon from Overlord, and I was like, hey, you're onto something, fam. I'm down with that. Every time I don't talk, I think about like what Chicken Fajita 12 said, where like certain, because I'm not into sports, but he is, and he was like, this one sports commentator reminds me of like LPers who are like afraid of dead air in the commentary. It's kind of why I never stopped talking. Oh man, because you guys don't know me too well, I'm kind of like, in real life, I'm very extroverted. I talk to people all the time. People that I don't know, I just talk to them non-stop. And it's kind of like, it's good because on one hand, I'm more social and I can talk to people without being scared of anything, but on the other hand, it can be annoying because not everybody wants to talk to me. Oh, I know what to do. Yeah, it can be kind of like a double-edged sword, because being extroverted is not all it's cracked up to be, because sometimes you want to be with people so much that being by yourself can just suck. Like, if you're an extrovert, you always want to share your experiences with people. So if you talk to somebody about like playing a game like an LP or just a game you want to play by yourself, like it won't be as much fun if you got somebody that has like played the game all the way through and has nothing else to talk about, because you want to be a part of that. And that's why that like I hadn't played Zelda Breath of the Wild, because I had that opinion of I want to share everything. I want to be part of that hype. And funny enough, when I say that, it's mostly like in reference to single player games. I'm not as obsessed with being like hyped with multiplayer, because usually, as long as there's a community for it, I can kind of get into it. I mean, I played Destiny 2 long, I mean, well, I don't want to say long, but like, I played the game when it was free on PSN. So with multiplayer games, it's like, as long as there's still some kind of community, I can still play it, because I have friends I can play with. With single-player games, particularly games that are like open-world, exploration-type games, I want to be part of the hype. I want to be like in on this, like whatever's going on with it, and so I can share my experience. And I haven't even played Breath of the Wild because of the fact that back when it came out, I couldn't even afford a Switch, or even a not 3DS, a Wii U. So I haven't had much interest in playing it because all the hype is kind of dead now. It's just kind of fizzled out. Everybody like wanted to play it has already played it, so it kind of takes away from my enjoyment. So being extroverted can kind of suck in that way. Just because of the fact that you want to be part of that hype. Speaking of hype, though, alright, Shiki, show us what we got. I don't like the second evolution that much. Like, it's not stupid. I just like the final evolution better. It's a nice sprite, though. So for the first time, out of the 3 times, we have a fire-fighting type starter Pokemon. That is for the sheer fact that it can be good against rock types. You know what, just for you guys, I'll go ahead and finish the gym off for this part because I want to be able to do my lovely voice. I have not watched that video in years. I'm doing it to stuff like just memory, essentially. Nothing more, nothing less, baby. Alright, hope this isn't too loud. I'm just gonna try to freestyle this. Alright, here we go. Hello, I am Luxen, the Rustbrood Pokemon Gym Leader. I became a gym leader so that I may apply what I have learned to the Pokemon Trainer School in battle. Would you kindly demonstrate how you battle them with a Pokemon? You see, I got distracted there because you said, would you kindly, and I'm playing Bioshock right now. How dare you? You cannot emulate Atlas in front of me. I'm not some government muscle to be slapped around. Of course, she has Rock Tomb, which will lower our speed. Whew. Getting those crits on us, too. I don't like that. Okay. Let's see here. I see your game. Alright. In that case, I'll do the same thing. No, he has that too, does he? Aren't you special? We're going full physical attack here, baby. Unfortunately, we do not have the power of water this time, or grass. Okay, now for the ace Pokemon, Nose Pass. It's a nose and a compass, all in one. Okay, good. 2 crits in a row? Come on. Are you serious right now? You gonna use another potion or no? Let's find out. Oh, okay. She's got some game. I respect that. Alright! Fuck yeah! Double Down, you are the crit master of this LP, I have to say. Please accept this official Pokemon League Stone Badge. Is that even what it sounded like or not? Am I doing something like this random fucking voice, or am I actually doing the proper Roxanne voice from the original? The Stone Badge heightens the attack power of your Pokemon. It also enables them to use the HM move cut instead of battle. Please take this with you too. The TM Battalion contains Rock Tomb. It not only inflicts damage by dropping rocks, it also lowers speed. Use a TM move and this uses Pokemon to a Pokemon. Remember, a TM can be used only once. Think before you use it. Oh man. That takes me back, bro. I tell you what. So next time on Pokemon Sapphire, we will in fact get out the way, move bitch, all that good stuff. But until then, we'll find out where the source of this voice is coming from next time on Pokemon Let's Play. Pokemon Let's Play, yeah. Pokemon Let's Play Sapphire, alright. But until then, I have been Love Game, and I will see you guys next time.